Welcome to Kletus Roadside Service. We're rolling today back down to Camdenton. Just got loaded up. I had to pull over for a second. I'm trying to figure out the damn Bluetooth in this piece of shit Peterbilt. Okay, can't figure it out. It's like my company's got some settings locked out, and I can't change some settings. I can't look at. Really, my problem is I'm clicking on the Bluetooth on the truck on the radio, and it's got like a CD player down here with no display, and then a little TV screen above it. It's got all the display. It's got like camera views. There are no cameras, but it's got all the shit right there. And it will. I can't figure out what the fuck it's called. And I tried connecting, and that's kind of risky, isn't it? I'm driving. Well, I wasn't driving around, but I'm like around a bunch of other trucks, and I'm trying to connect to a bunch of different people's Bluetooths. Probably not a smart idea. But whatever. I can't figure out which one. It's like Bluetooth on. Okay. What are you called? It won't let me get into like the information about it. I'm like, I just need to know what the fuck you're called. Okay. Please tell me what you're called. And it won't let me do shit. Just so I know, it won't let me do anything while I drive, which is fine. I expect that. But this piece of shit fucking deal, and normally I wouldn't, but I don't know, my ears aren't feeling too good today, so I didn't really want to have to leave headphones in the whole time. I usually, back in the day, not that long ago, I used to have a little Bluetooth transmitter deal, and I would just turn on the radio and switch to a certain radio channel, and it would work. And that worked great for a while, and I guess now I'm in the market for another one, because I think once I get my 92 going, that's the way I'm going to run Bluetooth through the speakers and everything. Because right now, I don't know, I did re-hook up the radio in that truck. I was using a little JBL speaker, but it's not loud enough, okay? You can't hear the motherfucker. And I want other people to be able to hear what I hear, because I think other people might like my music. And if they don't, too fucking bad. I'm over here fucking blaring Redbone, okay? Redbone, you ever heard of Redbone? Come and get your love. Come and get your love. I could keep going, but I think you guys know what that song's called. It's called "Come and Get Your Love," and it's a banger. Okay. Uh, what the fuck is going on? This thing's beeping at me and shit. I accidentally clicked this navigation button, so I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen now. I don't know. I'll just ignore it. Maybe it won't beep anymore. Anyways, there's this other song by Redbone, because I was like, oh, Redbone's fucking awesome. And what happened was, scrolling through Facebook, and I came across a guy that was, I don't know, song reviewing or some shit. And he's like, oh, look, it makes sense. They're all Native American. Redbone. And I'm like, oh, interesting. So I went to the song. I already had the song in my playlist, but I found another version, which is the exact same as the other version, but I added it in there so on my playlist. So now it'll pop up twice. You can come and get your love 2 times. It's great. I enjoy, and I also did that with Hush with Deep Purple. Hush, hush. Na 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 na. I know the words, I think, but I can't remember them right now. But I know the words when the song's playing, that's for sure. Everybody knows that. I fucking sing along. Anyways, they got this other song, and it's The Witch of New Orleans. Holy shit, what a fucking good song. This fucking thing is gonna annoy the fuck out of me if it keeps beeping at me. Anyways, that song is fucking tits money right there. We got a barrel rolling down the highway, okay? Just gonna... Alright, what the fuck do you want? How do I close out a navigation? How do I close out? Close. Main menu. X. I don't want it. I don't want navigation. Quit beeping at me, motherfucker. Coming over, bitches! Yeah, I don't want to go where you're pushing me to go, so I need to get the fuck over, you hoe. Yeah, I don't know, and that just... I added a bunch more songs. There's another song, what's it? Sugarloaf. Don't call me, we'll call you. That song is so fucking good. I don't know. I'm just very excited about like 3 or 4 songs that I recently rediscovered, and I've been playing them in my wife's car, in my truck, out in the backyard. I've been and I've listened to all of those songs twice on my way into work. I just played those 3, and then I went back and I played them again. I said, I gotta have them again. And but that one song that I'd never heard before by Redbone, the Wicked Witch in New Orleans or whatever it's called. Oh God, it is so good. It is so good. I cannot tell you guys to go listen to Redbone any more than I just did. It's so good. Anyways, other than that, what did I do? Friday went out to a fucking shit show. Okay, that's what I went out to. I was like, what truck am I taking on this job? And it was for the water department again. I was like, oh, are we going to the water tower again? He's like, no, we're not going to the water tower again. I was like, all right, cool. What are we doing? It's like, we're going to basically how they get the water from the river into the water plant to start the treatment process. And they said that there's a little bit of sediment blocking this one area, and they need to work on it. So they need us to remove the sediment. I'm like, okay, cool. Should I grab a guzzler? They said no. Okay, should we grab a power washer? No. Okay, what the fuck? How do you want buckets? What do you want? How are we getting the sediment out? It said 2-inch submersible pumps, little tiny fucking electric pumps. It's like, all right, what we're doing. Well, actually, we did take a power washer. Sorry, but power washer isn't gonna like remove sediment. It's just gonna slurry it up. So the geniuses that went out and bid the job said, this is what we're gonna do, guys. You're gonna send 2 of these little tiny submersible pumps down, way down. There's like 6 flights of stairs that you got to go down into a basement, big concrete basement, fucking shithole. Gotta get all this shit down there, and then you're gonna slurry it up with the pressure washer. Slurry it up, and then whenever it's slurried up, the pumps are going to pump that slurry water out. I'm like, this does not sound like a good idea at all. But we had 3 bright minds go out and bid this job and tell the customer how we're going to do it and what we're going to do. And, you know, it wouldn't be so bad. But these little tiny electric pumps aren't enough. So anyways, we had a failure on the job is what we had. We were out there for 9 hours and we were just trying to pump the water down enough to be able to see the sediment and shit. We had hoses, electrical lines. We ended up using 2 more submersible pumps from the customer. We had 4 pumps going, power washer, electrical cables everywhere. We're down in a dungeon, guys. Like, picture a dungeon, and that's where we're at. Think of where the Ninja Turtles live, okay? It's a horrible fucking place. It smells like fish, spiders everywhere, no cheese pizza, and we didn't see any turtles, but we did see some dead, chewed up fish. So that's interesting. And we just couldn't get it done. I mean, we were down there for hours. And let me tell you, 6 flights of stairs, and they're not just like normal flights. You know, these are like 12-foot ceilings. So every stair step, or every flight of stairs was like 12 feet. It was deep down into the behemoth of a fucking dungeon. And there's no light down there. We had a bunch of stand-up lights and everything, and it was not good. It was not good at all. It was every time he's like, all right, go ahead and turn the power washer on. All right, I got to walk up fucking 6 flights of stairs, turn it on, and then halfway down they're yelling. They're like, turn it off. We forgot to put the fucking pressure washer wand on or some shit. I don't know. And I got to walk back up. Luckily, they caught me halfway down. But then, you know, you get down there like, hey, can you go back to the truck and get some tape? Okay, I'll go get some tape. Come back down. And hey, can you go get electrical cord? Another one. This one's not working. Go back up, dig around, find it, bring it down. All right, let's all go back up and take a break. Okay, all right. Oh, let's take a break. By the time I fucking stop breathing heavy and dry out like one spot of my shirt, like, all right, let's go back down. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Quit make a list, bitch, okay? I ain't going up and down. But then they do make a list, and they're like, all right, we need you to grab one more pump, one more electrical cord, another light, the tripod, and the winch. It's like, okay, well, I can't carry all that shit down all at once, god damn it, okay? It's a bad time. But then the 3 guys that decided to bid the job stupidly, they showed up. They didn't stupidly showed up. They stupidly bid the job. Then they showed up because the supervisor we had out there was like, yo, this is dumb. This ain't working. So they showed up and they came out and they're like, well, what do you mean it's not working? It's like, all right, you fucking make it work. And, you know, we couldn't get the water down at all. But there were 6 of these giant basins, and they closed the valve and they said, all right, this one's isolated. I don't think it was isolated. I'm pretty sure we were trying to pump the river down, okay, with 4 2-inch pumps. Trying to pump the river down, okay? That's not gonna. You don't pump the river down. The more water's coming. That's the whole point of the river. You can't keep it down. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but we ended up calling it quits on that job. They said, all right, let's just pack everything up. I'm like, god damn it. Can we eat lunch first? Can we please fucking break for a little bit and eat lunch up where the fucking air is? No. So all that shit that I carried down there, we had to pick it all up after we got it all nasty and slimy and gross and shit. Then wind it all up and bring it back up. And that's what we did. And they had a crane. You know, that's a crazy thing. They have a crane that goes all the way from the top to the bottom. I'm like, you know, It would be really fucking cool to use this crane. They're like, nah, there's no need for the crane. We can carry it all down by hand. Okay, you can carry it all down by hand, motherfucker. I'll use the crane. I don't know. They just didn't want to add another piece of equipment to the puzzle, I guess. I don't know. It was fucking dumb. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. But we got off and did not get the job completed. I was like, hey, we have like big pumps on trailers. They're like, yeah, that's what we used last time. It was a big 6-inch pump. Like, yeah, that would do it. That would fucking do it, And we just had it picked up with the crane and brought down. It's on a trailer, but it's a tiny little trailer, so you can get it in there through the roof and then hook it to the crane, and then boom, you're good. You got it. You got it down there, bud. But it was just a shit show. Nobody was happy. Everybody's, talking about spiders and shit, and I was over there like playing with spiders, but I'm pretty sure I got bit by a couple. I got one bump on the back of my head. It must have got up in my hard hat. And then I got one on each thigh. And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to keep an eye on these things. Because we had one lady. I'll call her a lady. She was a girl, but we had a lady, respectable lady. She was at work. I don't know if she was at work, but she got bit by a spider on the inside of her elbow, and left it untreated for too long, and then they had to amputate her arm. So I don't need my head getting amputated or nothing. So that would be bad. Just kidding. She didn't get her arm amputated. I guess it could have, if you didn't go to a doctor ever. But she ended up going. It just eroded to a big hole in her arm, and they got it fixed up. But it was kind of funny because you could go, how's the hole? How's your hole? Can I see your hole? And you weren't being all sexualized either. It was her arm. It wasn't like a vagina or nothing. Can I see your hole? Is your hole infected? Your hole's got red bumps all around it. Yeah, I don't know. I actually didn't say any of that stuff, but it's kind of funny to think about nowadays. She's gone now. She ended up going to a different job. Well, we had a lady trucker running for us. We still got one. We got another one that's trying to get her license. But we had another lady trucker. She hauled fuel and stuff. She was working with us for a while. I worked with her out in St. Louis. And then she ended up stealing a lot of my jobs, which is great. And then she quit. She was like, I don't like working here. And she quit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here then. Quit bitching about it. Go back to where you came from if you don't like it. So she left, and then she got an aneurysm, which is not good. Not good at all. She showed back up. She was back in the office. I walked in. I seen her, but she had a haircut. But she's kind of like a little gayish too. So I didn't think much of it. And she turned around. And I was like, oh God. She's like, what? I'm like, your head. She's like, yeah, I had to have brain surgery. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. She's like, I had an aneurysm. I'm like, you can read my thoughts right now? She's like, yes. I was like, oh! And that is an actual conversation to have. I liked her. She was fun to have around. But she did steal a lot of my jobs. So that was kind of, my run down to Oklahoma. I was like, you bitch. Why are you running to Oklahoma? She's like, I don't know. The boss gave it to me. I'm like, you go tell that boss you don't want it. She wouldn't do it. So I'm like, God damn it. Now I'm stuck in the shop sweeping up fucking shit changing baby diapers over here. I want to get on the road, okay? And I've been off the road for too long. I'm going crazy over here. You guys probably want to like, hey man, where's all the episodes? I've been stuck with dingbats, okay? Been over here fucking babysitting people, fucking walking around not doing shit, looking like a useless piece of shit myself. And I'm like, please put me on the road, boss. So now I'm on the road. He's like, oh, I didn't know you wanted to drive. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You want me to, I don't want to be in a dungeon with spiders and Ninja Turtles. I want to be on the road, driving around. Okay? Jesus. He's like, so you want to go to town next week? I'm like, yes. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, you'll be gone all week. I'm like, that's what I'm here for. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm actually not going out of town today. Today I'm just going down, dropping off a dumpster. But then the rest of the week I'm going to be picking up full dumpsters and taking them over to some town near Tulsa. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to be driving. I might end up dipping into Arkansas a little bit to get over to Oklahoma. I'm not sure. It might just take 65 or whatever. I don't even know what the highways are. But there's a bunch of different highways I could take. And I'm excited. It's going to be all week other than today. But today is a nice little drive. I'm going to drive down there and get these picked up. I might see if I can just go ahead and grab one and then take it to my house. And then I can just start early in the morning, take off to Tulsa, over near Tulsa. I'm not sure. But oh yeah, anyways, aneurysm lady, she said she was coming back. She said, yep, I'm coming back. And then, but she has other complications and she's having eyesight issues and stuff, so she can't pass her DOT physical, which is sad. You know, I don't want any trucker, going without a job, especially with something you can't control like an aneurysm and shit. So I feel bad for her. But on the bright side, I'm not going to have some lesbian aneurysm lady taking all my jobs. So that's I guess if you want to look at it in a good light, that's it right there. That's about the only good light you can get. But I don't want her to not have a job. So I don't know. I heard that she ain't coming back. Maybe if she passes her physical eventually, maybe she just cheats on the eye exam a little bit. Maybe she'll get in there, start getting going. But and she's good with jokes too. You can make all kinds of jokes with her, so that's always nice. But as of right now, I'm just kind of hanging out. Last time I went down to Camden, and I called the wife. I said, "Hey, look for a house down here. Let's fucking move, okay? Let's get the fuck out of the city." And I was also I had trucker depression of not being out on the road. So, I'm pretty sure trucker depression is the opposite of that, but I had my own version, the Kletus version of trucker depression, where you're stuck in a fucking office doing bullshit, fucking learning shit on fucking computers when you're just playing Pokemon. So yeah, I was a little sad, a little upset. I'm like, I can find a job down here. You can find a house down here. We'll move down here. We'll have a good life. But now I'm on the road again. So now I'm like, hey, actually, I think we'll stay where we're at. Let's just relax a little bit. I didn't think it over a whole lot. But I think the cost of living is lower down there. At least on the outskirts of the lake. There's a big lake down there, the Ozarks and shit. A bunch of other lakes. you're not going to get fucking lakefront property, but you could get something on kind of on the outskirts, a little shitty looking, but lots of old trucks and everything. I like to have old trucks around, and where we're at, there aren't a whole lot of old trucks running around. And another thing is the world is just changing. The world's changing a lot. So we went to go. We had some tax documents. I had to add my 79 to my personal property list, and now it's all computerized and shit. So I couldn't find my truck in there. I was like GMC, and it's like the only GMCs listed are 2500s. And it's like, oh, I click on it. I'm like, all right, fine. It's a 2500. Who gives a fuck? And then it's like, is it a crew cab or a crew cab? I'm like, it's not a crew cab. It's a single cab. So I don't know. I had to change it to like a light duty truck. I don't know. It was weird. But like, this was not a problem back in the day. Everybody had one of these. Everybody had a single cab, long bed, 4-wheel drive. Life was nice. Anyways, I got the title information submitted for my car. That went way faster and easier than I expected, because my wife was like, hey, Saturday morning, you should go to the DMV and get all that stuff taken care of, and then I'm going to take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese. I said, that sounds wonderful. That sounds like exactly what I need. You to watch the kids and me to do whatever the fuck I want. But I have this little thing called Life 360 on my phone, okay? I even waited a long time to go to the DMV. And was it on purpose? No. But I was like, maybe if I get there a little late, there'll be a line, and then it'll be no possibility of me going to Chuck E. Cheese at all. I get there, there's not a fucking soul in the parking lot. She saw me leave. She's like, hey, I'm trying to listen to music, so I ignored her calls. She keeps calling me. I'm like, hey, don't call me. I mean, you can call me while I'm driving, but I'm most likely, if I'm listening to Deep Purple and Redbone and Sugarloaf, I'm going to hit deny your phone call. I don't need my fucking ringtone fucking up my image driving down the road. I'm driving around in a 92 Silverado, shifting gears and steering queers and listening to Redbone. And then I get my fucking ringtone coming on. I can't be having that. I got my windows down. I got the wing windows popped out in the back, too. It's extended cab, little pop-out windows. My windows don't go up so fast, so I can't like roll it up and I answer the call and everything. I'm hands-free, lady. Anyways, I ended up going to fucking Mickey Mouse Club or Chuck E. Cheese. It was a good time. It was all right. I like running around with my daughter and my son, playing all kinds of games and stuff. And the dude that was putting on the party for his son, it was an invite from school. I don't know. I was talking. I was like, how much did he spend? Because he gave everybody a little game card, and they were all loaded. Like the kids don't know how to do things. They just keep sliding the card and sliding, and I'm like, you just paid for 8 games. Like, well, I just want to play. I'm like, I know, slide it once, okay? You put in 8 different times to play the shoot 'em up game. You're not even gonna finish one level, and now the game's just sitting here playing. But a lot of kids were doing that. They Anyways, he spent a lot of money, and it was awesome because the kids could go out and buy 8 games on every single machine, and still have some left over to go play. So at the end, well, there was a glitch. There was like a little Wheel of Fortune game or something where you just push down a lever and it spins a big wheel. And my son, we got there and somebody had just won the jackpot. We slide the card, spin it, and my son, I don't know, he did it in a special way. He hit the jackpot again. 125 tickets. That'll get you like a Tootsie Roll or something. So pretty good. And then I was like, hey, play it one more time. Played it again. A jackpot a second time. I was like, what the? I was like, play it again. But then somebody else ran up and they're like, I want to play it. I'm like, all right, just let them play it. Anyways, we racked up a bunch of tickets, like a bunch. And my wife was running around with my daughter. They were also playing other games. They were trying to get as many tickets as they could to get something cool from Chucky. And then me, I don't know. They don't have anything back there that we were going to be able to get that was going to be worth a damn thing. I was like, we'll go to the store and get some. Anyways, I just gave the guy all the cards back. I said, hey, put all these together. There you go. You got a bunch of. Now the birthday boy will be able to get something worth, I don't know, 1,000 more points because we hit the jackpot twice, which is pretty cool. My wife gave me the eyeball of death. She's like, because I just grabbed all the cards from the kids. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I don't know. It's the birthday boy. Let him have all the tickets. I don't know. He's in line. I ain't waiting in line for my son to be pissed off. He can only get 2 spider rings. I'm already like fucking itching from spiders. Okay, I don't need to. You get a lollipop and a spider ring. Like that's about all you'll get for the tokens we got. Like give it to the birthday boy. Maybe he'll be able to get something with batteries in it or something. That'd be crazy. That's and the guy over here he spent a lot of money on this birthday party. Let his son get something good from Chucky over there. My kids were pissed. They were like, are we going to get something? I was like, we're going to go to the store and get something. We didn't go to the store. But my wife did. It was a nice couple of days. Friday afternoon and Saturday was pretty nice. No, I don't know what day it was. Anyways, we went outside and my wife went and got a couple of squirt guns and a bunch of more water toys and stuff. When the kids found their swimsuits, and we were all outside. It was hot. It was nice. They were out there running around, playing, having a great time, and it felt nice. Felt really nice to have everybody in the backyard just running, playing, having a good time. I even mowed up the backyard. Didn't hit the front yard. I got a mower from my neighbor. Not the one with dogs, the one that was attacked by the dogs. Not my dogs, their dogs. Anyways, so they feud. I've told that story a couple times. Neighborly Disputes is the title of that episode. Check it out. Anyways, he was throwing a bunch of shit away the other day, and I grabbed he had a lawnmower. And I was like, it's got wheels and a motor. Check. All right, it's mine. I'm taking it. And that thing don't work at all. It don't do a damn thing. I was a little upset. What the fuck was that? There was some sort of an animal. Looked like a fucking jelly bean on the side of the road. Might have been a bloated kitty cat or something. I don't know. Yeah, that mower, I don't know. I sprayed some flammable brake clean in there and everything. I could not get that thing to fire up at all. So went back to my old lawn boy, which I got from the other neighbor with the dogs. He threw it out. I just get all kinds of free shit, don't I? Lawnmowers, I'll never pay for a lawnmower again. Holy moly. This one's even got self-propel. But I got a little work I got to do to get that other mower to fire up. It probably needs a spark plug or coil or just some sandpaper on the flywheel or the magneto or something. Um, what else is going on? Not a whole lot. I played a little bit of video games. Played a little bit of BeamNG. Um, Made me a grandpa truck on BeamNG because I got that DFA pack, which is the GMT 400 pack, and it's got like my 92 from 88 to 98 Chevy trucks, and it's even got GMT 800s in there also, like those trucks too. But the model isn't too super great on those. But I was like, I want to build me a grandpa truck. I want every option on there. And yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun sitting there playing that game. I made me a 95, or it was a 94 GMC that's got all the fucking options. It was a lot of fun. It doesn't seem like a lot of fun to anybody else, but I made a grandpa truck like something you'd find. It's got like all the chrome bits on it. It's got the stock wheels. It's got the wind deflector on the fucking hood. It's got the little visor on the front. It's got the grandpa steps on the side. It says, it's got like a logo on the side that, looked like a pinstripe on it. It is a sweet little truck. And then I just drove it around until it broke. And I even made it two-wheel drive, which I never make two-wheel drive trucks on that game. But like, this grandpa, he's going to have a 4.3 V6 automatic, completely stock, and then I just drove it around and tried towing some cars and stuff with it. It was a good time, just for my own mind, I guess. But yeah, trying to think of anything else that happened over the weekend, last week. Just having a good time. My wife made baked chicken last night. It was delicious. I got some extra right here. I'm going to eat cold for lunch today. At least that's what I'm going to say. Until I stop off at the quick stop down there in Camden, I might fucking end up grabbing me a cheeseburger or something. I don't know. I'm off the diet. It's sad. I know. I'm a liar to myself. I feel bad about it. I just, man, I'm addicted to the food. I like the food. I want to eat what I want to eat. I don't want to sit here and fucking try to tell people I can't have the Suzy Q, okay? Hey, got an extra Suzy Q over here. You want it? Yes, I want it. I'm going to eat it, okay? People are like always handing you like, these chips are super good. You want to try one? Yes, I want to try one. My kids are like, hey, you want a bite of my Cocoa Puffs? Yes, I'll eat the whole bowl and then make myself one. I'm bad. But I did step on the scale. I've been avoiding the scale for a long time. Not sure why. I'm doing all right. I'm not that bad. I gained probably 8 pounds. 8 to 12 pounds, depending on the day. This motherfucker on my ass. Get off my ass, you fucking bitch ass. In dump motherfucker. Fucking, he is on my ass. He's like, go. I'm like, listen, this thing's gonna start beeping at me if I speed like that for too long. Okay? Can't be doing that. Um, my brother came up to me today. He's like, you gonna come get that bike? I said, yes, dude. Yes. He's like, what, today? I was like, I will. I need to get my car sold before I can get it, though. That's part of the, I don't want to, my wife's already not happy about it. I, I gotta at least, I told her I would sell the car first. So I gotta get the car sold. It shouldn't be hard to sell the car. Get it posted up for cheap and somebody will buy it. Okay? I don't know. I really don't like selling cars, though. I wish somebody else would sell it for me and then give me all the money. I don't need all the money. I just need I really just need like $200 from it, and that'll get me a helmet and probably my springs and stuff. Like I mean, who needs money if you got everything you want? My wife is thinking opposite right now. But if I got both of my trucks and a motorcycle, I'm as happy as could be. Who cares about the rest? Give me what I want. That's what I want. Just kidding. I need money for other things. There's a lot of things that need money around here. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could. I could get it picked up today. And I told him, I was like, I'll pick it up, but I can't pay you. I was like, I can't even ride it until I get to the DMV and do the little motorcycle permit test and everything. And once I get the permit, I'm good. Once I do the permit, get it tagged, insured, I don't see there's nothing holding me back. I can ride it. I'm legal. I'm good. I don't even need a helmet, but I'm not going to ride it without a helmet. Maybe a couple times around the backyard, but I'll probably get fucked up. Okay, I need to use it responsibly. This is not to race around town. This is not to do wheelies and jump that dirt pile over there. This is to save gas and drive it and just have a cool motorcycle. But man, oh man, I could definitely fuck myself up on this damn motorcycle. I'm gonna do my best not to. Problem with the permit says you can drive it, but it's got to be within daylight hours. And most of the time I go to work, every time I go to work is before daylight, and a lot of the time when I come home, it's after daylight. So I guess I'm just going to skirt the rules a little bit and just go ahead and do that until I can get the writing portion done and get the actual license added, I guess. But yeah, immediate plans for the motorcycle. Figure out if I need to get new springs, which I don't know. I might not. I probably would like to. I don't want it to be too soft, but I mean, if I can ride it and sit on it and it absorbs all the bumps and I'm not bottoming out, I'm not taking it off road and jumping it and shit. I'm just driving it on like normal roads. I'm not doing anything crazy with it. So the springs that it's got probably be okay. They'll hold me up. I'm not going to sit on it and it's just going to bottom out, Because I was thinking about that. I was like, what? I was like, how much you weigh, brother? And he said 130 pounds. I was like, all right, well, would two of you be able to ride that thing? I was like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well then, I don't know if I need to get new springs or not. But I do need to get a new front fender. That front fender looks like a big ass toenail. I do not like it. Maybe I'll chop it, do some strategic cutting on it, and make it look better. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna go find a generic front fender that looks pretty good, and just put that on there because I do not like the way that big ass toenail looks on there. And then I think, yeah, I mean that's gonna be immediate. I'll put that on there. Other than that, I might paint the wheels. I think they're silver. I don't really like the silver. Maybe paint the wheels. That shouldn't take too long. Just spin the wheel and spray paint. Maybe do some other painting on there. Maybe. I don't know. Everything's fine with the way it is. The tank, there's something about, I can't remember if it's the seat or the tank, but I don't know. I might try to find a different seat. Even though that seat might be way more comfortable, it looks like a fucking sofa. Okay? It does not, I don't know. I think I'll be okay riding it for half an hour a day, on a regular seat, not a fucking giant padded beanbag on my fucking motorcycle. Like, if I wanted to, and I don't know, maybe it could turn into that. I don't really want to think about it right now, but it could turn into me selling or trading it in on something else if I decide to. Because I'm built, I'm built more for a fucking cruiser rather than a fucking dirt bike. But dirt bikes, I think I'm really excited about the dirt bike because, yeah, maybe I do want to go off-roading a little bit, and I think I could do that. I think I could do that very well. Not hardcore shit, but just, oh, here's a trail, let's take the trail. And then it's a big-ass hill climb, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to turn around, go back the other way. But, yeah, it should be a good time. Super excited. Operation Get a Dirt Bike is still on. Just slowing down a little bit. Hopefully that title shows up quick. I fucking hope so. And we'll be good. Any other plans? Not really. I'm going home tonight, and I'm gonna get packed up for a full week's worth of traveling between Camdenton and Tulsa. Driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, actually, no. Every time. I'm going to have to come back to Kansas City every single time to drop off that dumpster. He said something about dropping the first two I'm going to bring back. But then every other one after that has got to go back to KC. Which I think it would also be a good idea to just get them all dumped quickly and then see what they need. And if they need them, they need them. But if they don't, I can come back up and grab the double rail and do that. But that's just taking drive time away from me if I do that. Look at me, I'm over here trying to think of how to make things easier. No, stop. You want to be on the road long, don't you, Kletus? Okay, one at a time is the best way. So that's what I'll be doing. Pretty excited. Other than that, April Fool's is coming up. That's going to be so fun. I think tomorrow is actually April Fool's. Ugh. Not sure how I really think about April Fool's. It seems like there's always something severe that happens on April Fool's that people think is a fool, and it's not a fool. And that's the fool about the April Fool's. Something actually did happen. So that could be interesting. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this. Keep all 18 down. Adios. Talk to you later.